Here's a deep dive into the Asus ROG Ally versus the Steam Deck, two of the most talked about handheld gaming PCs out there right now. They're both designed to put PC gaming on the go, but they approach the task from different angles. One focuses on raw power and Windows versatility, the other on refined Linux integration and a more straightforward gaming experience. Let's break down what really matters when deciding between these two. Here's an expanded take on the Asus ROG Ally versus Steam Deck handheld gaming PCs. Both are game changers, but they cater to different types of gamers with distinct priorities. Performance and hardware. Let's start with the raw power under the hood. The Asus ROG Ally is the more potent machine by a notable margin. Its AMD Ryzen Z1 or Z1 Extreme processors, built on the newer Zen 4 architecture, combine up to 8 CPU cores with a graphics unit leveraging RDNA 3 technology. This setup pushes the Ally far ahead in terms of frame rates and graphical fidelity. Benchmarks in demanding games like Cyberpunk 2077 and Horizon Zero Dawn show the Ally hitting solid 40 to 60 plus frames per second at respectable settings, often at least 10 FPS higher than the Steam Deck at comparable power levels. The Steam Deck's AMD Zen 2 chip and RDNA 2 GPU design, although older and less powerful on paper, is impressive thanks to clever optimization and a lower native screen resolution. It comfortably handles a wide array of modern games, but at slightly lower settings or frame rates. What you get from the Ally is essentially more headroom for cutting-edge games and better future-proofing. Games with ray tracing or advanced effects run smoother. The Steam Deck is no slouch. Its design balances energy and performance brilliantly, making complex games playable in a more efficient package. Display quality. The ROG Ally's 7-inch 1080p display with 120Hz refresh rate is a noticeable step above. The picture is crisp, colors are vibrant, and fast action scenes stay sharp thanks to the higher refresh rate. It's simply more immersive and less tiring on the eyes. Steam Deck's display, whether LCD or OLED, is capped at 1280 by 800 resolution, with refresh rates generally maxing out at 90 Hz. The OLED model notably offers richer blacks and better contrast, but overall, it lacks the sharpness and speed of the Ally's panel. What matters here is the ROG Ally's screen delivers an experience closer to a small gaming monitor, while the Steam Deck remains more like a traditional portable console screen. Battery life. Battery life is a battleground where Steam Deck often leads despite its older internals. The deck's efficient design and SteamOS contribute to longer gameplay sessions, frequently 4 to 6 hours on moderate settings, stretching up to 8 hours in lighter uses. The ROG Ally, equipped with Windows 11 and a higher performance processor, consumes more battery power. While it boasts an 80 watt-hour battery, larger than the deck's, intense gaming sessions still trim usage to around 3 to 4 hours. Yet, the Ally stands out among Windows handhelds for its battery life, sometimes even edging ahead of the deck in real-world tests depending on settings and game. So the Ally offers a bit more flexibility with its bigger battery, but power-hungry performance will always be a drain. The Steam Deck's longer battery life makes it more dependable for extended portable play. Software and ecosystem. Here lies a major philosophical divide. The Steam Deck runs SteamOS, a Linux-based system optimized exclusively for gaming, especially the Steam library. It boots fast, navigates smoothly, and has built-in compatibility tools like Proton to run Windows games on Linux seamlessly. The system and interface are straightforward and gamer-friendly with few distractions. This OS is designed to make jumping into games as easy as possible. ROG Ally runs Windows 11, offering the fullest PC experience with nearly unlimited software and game launcher options. You can run Xbox Game Pass, Epic Games Store, Blizzard, and more natively, and use apps like Discord and Chrome without fuss. The downside? Windows isn't tailored for handhelds and can feel clunky. It requires some hands-on management and occasional troubleshooting for background tasks, drivers, and updates. Asus's Armory Crate helps with performance tweaking, but the experience isn't as sleek. The bottom line, Steam Deck gives you a refined, almost console-like gaming experience focused on ease. ROG Ally hands you a full desktop OS with unmatched freedom but demands engagement. Design and controls. Physically, the ROG Ally is smaller and lighter, making it easier to hold for long stretches. It sports a sharp, modern design with customizable back buttons and Hall effect triggers, which feel precise and responsive. The slightly lighter weight and slim profile make a subtle but meaningful difference in comfort. The Steam Deck's design emphasizes durability and utility. It's slightly bulkier, with a more traditional controller layout and the inclusion of dual trackpads, giving it a mouse-like precision advantage for certain PC games. The Ally lacks trackpads but offers a gyro sensor and light-up joysticks for added flair and control. In essence, the Ally is more streamlined and stylish, while the Deck's tried-and-true form focuses on function. Connectivity and expandability. Both devices cover the basics: Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, USB-C, and microSD. However, the Ally moves ahead here by supporting Wi-Fi 6E, which can mean more reliable connections and faster downloads where supported. One big differentiator is the ROG Ally's compatibility with external GPUs via Asus's ROG XG Mobile Dock. This feature means you can upgrade graphics performance dramatically, turning the handheld into a desktop-like powerhouse when docked. The Steam Deck doesn't officially support eGPUs, so if adding power later is your plan, the Ally offers growth potential. Price and value. There's no escaping that the Steam Deck is the cheaper option, by about $150 to $250 depending on configurations. The base model starts around $399, while the ROG Ally begins closer to $600 to $700. That price gap is not just sticker shock. It reflects the difference in hardware power and OS complexity. However, Steam's extensive game sales, ecosystem, and service subsidies add value. The Steam Deck strikes a solid balance between affordability and capability, which is why it's popular among budget-conscious gamers. The ROG Ally's higher cost buys you top-tier hardware, a vibrant display, and Windows versatility. It's a more premium, do-it-all package that justifies the price for enthusiasts who want it all. Bottom line, here's what it all boils down to. If raw performance, a sharp Full HD screen, and a completely open Windows gaming experience matter most, the Asus ROG Ally is the clear winner. You're getting more power, more software flexibility, and an impressive portable PC that blurs the lines between handheld and desktop gaming. But if longer battery life, simplicity, intuitive UI, and value are your priorities, the Steam Deck is a brilliant choice. Its streamlined Linux experience, solid performance, and lower price point make it the more practical handheld for many players. The Steam Deck was made to be an easy-to-use portal into PC gaming, and it delivers beautifully on that promise. It ultimately comes down to personality and use case. The Ally is for power users and Windows fans who want the ultimate all-in-one gaming machine. The Steam Deck suits gamers who want easy access to their library, great battery life, and solid performance without fuss. Both have raised the bar for portable gaming, and whichever one you pick, you're joining a new era of gaming on the go.